Wanted to go with the book. I asked him, "Is this mine?" He smiled. In diplomacy, that means so ko jëlu dal moo gën nga bàyyi ko fi moo gën. But I'll make my pledge. I will pledge today to buy 10 books, inshallah. And when I buy the books, I will surely make the author suffer, because I will give the books to some of my uncles in Kuntaya. They are shepherds following cows. They don't know how to read, and the author has to go to Kuntaya and read the book to them until they can speak English. Can you do that? All right. Thank you very much for inviting me. I'm sorry I came at a time that I'm really very tight, but considering the nature of things and the respect and the admiration that Mr. So has for me and some of you out here, I said to myself that I will squeeze my time and then come over. One thing I want to do before I go further, when I'm called to deliver speeches, be it in the Gambia or America or anywhere, what I do tell people is that let us dissociate ourselves from cell phones and dissociate ourselves from private conversations, because I think the reason why we gather in a hall is to listen to each other. But if you want to come to a hall and you're using your phone and you're not listening, I think it's better you just don't come, isn't it? I'm sorry, I'm being very harsh at that point, but I think we need to be adoring that kind of behavior, because that's what people should be doing. Because I remember in America, they called me. I was at the university, Louisville University, everywhere else, Washington. But when I speak, it's as if even if a needle drops, you hear it. And those people, I was not born there. I was born here. Okay? So let's try to adopt the attitude of listening to each other, because this is what is retarding Africa. We have to sharpen our listening skills, and we have to coordinate, and we have to knit the cloth of unity and progress together within pragmatism, isn't it? So I would appeal to each one of you around here, when you are in the hall, kindly lend your ears to the speakers, isn't it? Okay, so we proceed. The thing is, why am I speaking like this? I'm speaking like this culturally. I'm speaking like this professionally. This is my home. They have in Fula, there is a Fulani proverb that says, Hunukomana luba kobu yuma wiad manon. The Wolof said, sa gemmen sui xesew sa domi nda yalla ko ñeme wax. Mandinka said, ni dabe sunkankang. Inem men denta wale sa foye no. But ini rara banta ni moli a foye sa ko yen nen. Isn't it? So this is it. So reading in this country, let's come back to the theme, because I told Mr. So that as soon as I speak, I will leave. Not because of I don't honor the invitation. I do. That's why I came. Because from here, I'm going to another engagement. Tomorrow morning, I have another. So it's too much. But Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alamin, because the people that call you, you are not better than them. Some of you are out here. I'm pretty sure not one, not two, not three of you know things that I don't know. That I am definitely sure of. Whatever discipline it is, if it is health, if it is security, if it is anything, even if you don't have the training to the point where I have reached, you may have something in your mind that I don't know. Definitely. So you, as people say, when I met the youth, the last time Safia to call me to do the book launching for her, there is something I want to defy for the youth. I will be your ambassador there. I will be your special operations there. People will call you future leaders. Can you please shift that gear? You are not future leaders. You are leaders in the making. The future leader is the one whose father is going to ask for a marriage to his mother or her mother because he is not yet born. The future leader is the one who is in the womb at the moment. But you cannot be 0 to 18. Legally speaking, you are 18 years old and you are called to be able to choose a member of parliament, a National Assembly member. You are able to choose a chief, a district chief. You are able to choose an alcalo. You are able to choose a president, and then you are called a future leader. What kind of future leader is that? You are a leader. You are already a leader, isn't it? So you have to transform that inside your mindset that, oh, we are the future leaders. Somebody will just relax somewhere and say, ah, suma waxtu jotagut suñu waxtu si jotee rek dinañ def lu payi munut. Yow sa waxtu jot na. It's your time because you are called legally to vote, to choose leaders, to be part of who will choose leadership. Okay? So you will find out that the whole setup of the society, why do we always look around and see ourselves stuck like a huge wheel in a muddy pool? Because we fear change, because we fear sophistication, because we fear risk. Any society that fears sophistication, fears risk, fears change is a society that is prone to being stagnant. And you can't refuse that if you are not aware. You cannot be aware if you don't read, if you don't listen. Okay? The book is published not because of other books. People always say things. I said if books were anime, they might have taken us to court. Yeah, because people will say, bol ame jiko tere di digle changay te do sangu. People say that. The books should take us to court. We are misinterpreting them. They are, in fact, we should assume ourselves where a paper sees the essence of you taking shower and then tells you go and take bath. You the one who is made to be taking bath. This is paper, this is papyrus. Okay? So what is the meaning of a book? For me, the book is a suitcase. The book is a saving account. The book is a chest where you keep treasure. The book is where has been mouthed from the mind. What had been mined in the mind is brought to be kept there as a treasure. So the book is not responsible of our behavior. In fact, the book is responsible of trying to change our behavior because it is the human mind that made the paper, that made the ink, that made the pen, and wrote something, and is the human mind that made the factory that, or the production company that will produce the book. So look at it this way. My father used to tell me this in the farm. You know, these old men, they are deep-seated philosophers that you should not play with. He told me one day, Amedi hauru embudu inandarte net. In Fulani it means, or in Wolof it means, ndax mus nga taseeg dalasi muy wër di ut nit dalasi ma ne ko déedéet man ni ka kan wala fo inin dalaso nene benta bi yaay kan ka moo ñini mbag. What does that mean? He means that our minds came together to make currency, to make money. But we, society, have left ourselves to a point where money is controlling us. Yet we produce money, isn't it? But if you produce a book, you produce a movie, you produce anything the society would consume, it turns out to control you, to twist your mind, to make you become a liability in society. You should ask yourself, do you understand the author? You don't. Does the author understand their mission? They don't. Both of them don't understand. They mislead society. But this book, I've read it. I've read the paraphrase, the preface. I've read some of the contents. But the one I read most is not the book. I read Mamadou Sow himself. He came to my office one time. We spoke. He sends me text. We speak on the phone. I see to read that. I test the pulse of his mood. One thing I can tell you about this author is that he is very determined and very patient. I can tell you that. Because the way he has been communicating with me from yesterday to today, if I tell you the odds that he crossed, if I tell you what were the impediments, you would not even believe that this young man could have crossed that. There is an American actor. I met him personally. Everybody, or most people know him in the world. He's Chuck Norris. Chuck Norris wrote a book. You know what the book's title is, Mr. Sow? It is Against All Odds. So your book, what I would say is, this book should be against all odds. You have touched a nerve in which I belong to. I will read you one thing that an African scientist said before I leave. You will be proud of yourself for having written this book. He's one of the greatest scientists in the world. He said, Anta Job. This is what he said. And you will see some connection between your book and what Anta Job said. Cheikh Anta Diop said this. According to the Senegalese historian Dr. Cheikh Anta Diop, the ancient name of Africa was Alkebulan, which means mother of the mankind or the garden of Eden. The name was used by Moors, Nubians, Ethiopians, and other indigenous people. The name Africa was given to the continent by ancient Romans and Greeks. Some experts think the name Africa comes from two Phoenician words, friki and farika, which translate to corn and fruit. The word Africa was born in the late 17th century. Originally, he was only referring to the northern part of the continent. Around this time, the continent had been colonized and the Europeans ruled over its people as slaves. They influenced Alkebulan's change of identity to its current name. Before I close, this is what Essa Bokarr Sey says sometimes in my writings. We are a society caught between cultural imperialism and identity crisis. Let's fight against that. Thank you.
Of our ancestors. It is said, wearing traditional costume is a symbol of our norms and values, and are meant to showcase culture, tradition, norms, values, dignity, harmony, peace, progress, and prosperity. For Africans in a continent, Africanism, deep into the horizon of the world's unbidden, many is hidden, forbidden to be seen or written. But today, our culture is fading, degrading, because we are the part of her that was wounded in the dark with no hope to survive. Listen, our wounds ain't healed. Come from it. Come from it, we feel with loves and mothers hidden. Our culture is failed. Hiding in caves with less hope to see the light shining. Our identity is breaking. Yet, each individual is blaming Mr. Government to survive. But who is the government? For the African continent to live, be the real you in you to be you, not in them for them. In the heart of East Africa, tell us, tolerance and bacon, shining bright and tolerance unite. A vibrant active storage to honors. Their custom is a treasure trove where history and tradition are beautifully intertwined. We are the people of the black race, the giants in the green Sahara, strong, mighty, and proud, the natives of a patented land, the heirs of great heroes, the descendant of a dying warrior. Call us this, the great giants in the ancient savannah. Call us the dwellers where the tall mountain challenge the blue sky. A place where culture and tradition are embraced. No race matters, for we chase hatred. When it praises itself in our beautiful territory. Glory to the lions of the savannah. Allow me to dance to the rhythms of the kora. With so much love, we stand as one. Color connects the power embodies our cultural love with that action not propound because I'm strongly bound to say it loud and let it sound. Africa will stand.
With an open head and arms, Umoja embraces to nurture empathy, cause together we are strong. Tolerance is a symphony, it boasts our unity. Tolerance is our guiding engine, it leads us to live harmoniously despite our differences. Tolerance binds us, acceptance our strength, kindness is spread in every corner.
Our heart beats as one in every corner. It's melody that sings of unity, a chorus of understanding that makes us a whole.
The rhythms of drum fill the air. Look at the African people in their beautiful attires. Dancing in flight. This ignites my heart with passion. Kora and Balafon hits with different fashion. Ñëw leen ma xamal leen suñu mbaax. Kon nag yëngu leen.
Dali beyo
Biyo suso walo bowan. Bulo walo bowan. Le. Le
Let the lamb of love dance upon the pyramids of Egypt, revealing Mountain Kilimanjaro in Tanzania, through the rock of Olommo in Nigeria, revealing the greenness of South African scale. Let's rise on our feet, not for our face.
In harmony with the beautiful land they belong, languages sings their love, embracing heritage forevermore.
For we have reached to the sky. Let our souls sing, for tolerance is a song that sets us free.
Tolerance leads us to harmonious places and builds our mutual connection. To now attend a new day.
We love you all. But wait, I still want to dance with the rhythms of the chorus.